Erica.
And I'm Sean.
And we are the Blanchards. This podcast is created to be a safe place where we discuss topics regarding faith, love, family, marriage,
and everything in between through the perspective of an interracial blended couple focused on ministry
and mental health. No topic is off limits. We're about to have adult conversation through the eyes of a Latina scholar, life coach, mother, and wife.
Along with the perspective of a Black king, engineer, entrepreneur, father, and husband. We're about to take brown and Black excellence to a whole new level.
Family Unlocked starts now.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to
Family
Unlocked. And guess what, people?
What?
This is our final episode for season one. Honey,
yes.
We completed season one.
Can you
season
believe
one.
It? Can you believe
that crazy? And it was so much fun. I had a lot of fun meeting new people, talking, but most of all, hanging out with you.
Of course. I'm lovable.
I would do some things differently, but that's for season 2. But there is good things coming for us, and I'm excited and I'm thankful that we're taking this little break. And what we're actually doing during this break that we thought would be really, would help our business grow is we are kind of going on like this little tour where we've collaborated with other podcasters, and we are going to be guests on their podcasts and then collaborate and see if they come onto our podcasts. And, this world of podcasting is really interesting, and we end up meeting each other and saying, oh my God, we have so much in common. You would be a great guest. And so we were thankfully, I don't want to say we, but me. I was invited. I was invited on a couple of podcasts, and I'm really excited to share my story and share how Sean and I decided to grow this business. And it's been exciting, and so many doors have opened. And although this journey was a little frightening, at least for me, because I'm such a planner, I could see God really opening opportunities for us, because every time I was like, babe, I don't know if this was a good idea. You know how God works. He just wouldn't let me rest on that, on that belief. So we do want to take this opportunity to close out our season and thank our friends and family who have been undeniably so supportive and so kind and so loving and generous. And I don't think if we didn't have them, I don't know if we'd be able to be so strong and focused, because it was tough because, this economy is not being too generous to some of us, and to open up a business on top of going to school and taking care of children and helping fund our children's businesses as well has not been a light task. But we have been able to do it because of the grace of God. And so we still feel that this is an ordained and anointed ministry and collaboration together. School has been fantastic. I'm learning a lot of things that we can incorporate in our businesses. And so, we just wanted to end with a bang and give our little shout outs.
Yeah. And I just wanted to kind of piggyback on a lot of things that Erika said. It was an amazing journey, to be able to start the business, to be able to go forward with it and create the content that we did. It was awesome. And to find out that not only was it fun, working with my beautiful, beautiful wife, but the fact that a lot of these episodes that we had were impactful, positively impactful to people. We had people stopping us like, wow, this was, really relevant to what I'm going through right now. Thank you. You were ministering to me in that particular episode. It just resonated with us. And so it just further gave us confirmation that, we were on this great journey. We're on the right journey. We're going down the path that God had laid down for us to do. And so I'm eager and I'm excited about what season 2 would offer. I'm excited about the growth that, we've gained from doing this, the fearlessness that we've gained from doing this, as well as the vulnerability, because there was certain episodes that, we were pretty raw in terms of our feelings and our emotions. So it's great to be able to navigate all these areas. I feel like listeners got a chance to know who we are and what we are about and what our foundations are and, where we want to go as a family, as a podcast, as a business. And like you said, it's just, ministry and mental health and being able to go out there and spread that love of that level of love to our audiences. So like Erika was saying, we have some special shout outs that we want to give. Do you want to start? You want me to go first?
I do want to start our thank yous to one who has been amazing and so loving and so supportive. Sometimes you sit and you question like why we didn't have parents or a certain maternal mentor. And then God sends two perfect people who took us under their wing and continuously loves and nurtures us in ways that I don't even know how to give back, because they're just so wonderful to us. And so I do want to say thank you to Auntie Gail for being such an amazing woman of God, just an authentic woman who, make us laugh and send us prayers and just is constantly loving on us. I know that's your auntie, so I don't want to take credit.
she's been amazing, not just through this process, but just overall. She's been such a light and a mentor. So I love you, Auntie. Thank you for being a great supporter.
Yeah, we love you and the kids love you. And my second one is Andrea Martinez, just constantly loving on me and filling in on times that I feel so defeated and depleted and alone, because that can happen a lot, when you're changing and morphing into the woman that God has created you to be, and you're no longer that person that led you to God, but you have now developed into a significant person in business and school. And she just continuously loves on me. And I am so honored to call her. I think for so many years I put her in a maternal role because I didn't know what else to see that kind of mentorship and love. She's more than that. She's more than a big sister. She's more than a friend. She's more than my spiritual mother. She's just an amazing human being. And so I do want to thank her for her guidance, her love, her prayers, and her love for my kids. Because when you love my kids, it's like you and I forever be tight. And so I just want to thank her as well. Do you want me to go next?
Yeah, you go ahead. You go next.
And our business partners, a special shout out to our social media manager. I found her on a whim, and she has been heaven sent. Like, this woman of God is such amazing content creator, such a wonderful social media manager, and she's becoming like a friend. She is so cool. I just think she's such a cool chick. Like, she's so wonderful. She's a mom, and she prays over our podcast. She prays over every social media post. And when we met, we had to have a meeting, before she took us on as clients. And I was very honest with her. And I'm like, I don't know what to do with social media. I don't have time. I don't have patience. I rarely do anything. And she said, do not worry. I got you. I will do everything. All you have to do is share content with me, like create an album and share it with me. And she has taken our social media stuff to the next level. And there's little things that I do create, like, things with our like personal things with my kids and stuff, but everything else, the advertising, the marketing, everything she does. And it's been unbelievable to collaborate with her and to work with her. She's so professional, so wonderful. It's been such a pleasure to work with her. And I'm excited to see what else she has in store for Family Unlock. And that is Savannah, marketing with SV. And she is amazing. And I thank her for giving us this opportunity to work together.
Yeah, she's been amazing. She really has. Yes. I want to send a special shout out to Eric Jacobson over here at Hatch, who does all of our editing for the podcast. I mean, they're the reason why we sound so great, so smooth, so clean, so clean,
so fresh and so clean,
so professional. They've done a great job. The communication has been amazing. The production value has been top notch. I love working with them. I love, I can't wait to season 2 to see what else that we're going to do. But I really appreciate them working with us, especially through this journey, because we're, new to it. And they really, helped us out. They held our hands, and the proof is in the pudding. You've seen the production value of the podcast and, what it is that we've been able to do. So hats off to Eric over at Hatch.
And then we'd like to thank another collaborator. Her name is Taylor. She is a wonderful content creator and influencer for It's Tay Tay Baby. And she has been so phenomenal and such a supporter. We want to thank her as well for her kindness and her generosity with time and links and making sure that we have followers and really marketing our podcast in ways that we weren't even like, she does it out of the kindness of her heart. And she's such a wonderful young lady. And I thank her as well.
Also, we want to send a special thank you to Samuel Charles from Quality Artworks. He did several pieces for us for our artwork. Incredible job. Incredible. He's Quality Artworks is where you can find him on Instagram. Amazing, professional. Very clean. Professional, clean.
So nice.
And to us, that's a big deal. As you start to navigate into this area, you'll get a lot of charlatans out there that'll try to, scam you, con you, and whatnot. But Sam was, super professional. He was able to deliver the product on time. He was able to make sure he kept in communication with us. And, the artwork is top notch. So we want to thank Sam once again from Quality Artworks. He's on IG. Check him out. You won't regret it.
And then we would like to move on to our family and friends, or our friends that I love them. They have been so supportive. So I want to start with Gabriela Aguirre. She is one of my dearest friends. She not only supports the podcast, she's so excited about the podcast. She talks about the podcast. And she's always been a really great friend and supporter of mine since I met her in 2004. But just to see her really champion us in this new adventure that we're trying to establish and this empire that we're trying to grow for our family, I am so lucky to have you, Gabby, to have you as a best friend, to always be by my side, to never flip-flop, to always be consistent with me and to tell it like it is. And we still roll together, you know what I mean? And I love you and I thank you for being the woman that you are and the friend that you are. Your loyalty is subpar and I will forever be grateful for you.
Yep. Next shout out is to brother Kelly J over here. Kelly has been just a stern supporter of the podcast. Once he heard it, we interact all the time. He gives me great feedback, comes up with some amazing topics for future episodes. Trust me, we definitely gonna get that stuff on the podcast. But he's a great mind. He's a great asset. He's just a great friend. So Kelly, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate all the conversations that we have to spark interest, to spark topics. And thank you for continuing not only to support it, to listen to it, and share it with your friends and family. Appreciate you, man.
My next one I want to thank is Giovanna Rodriguez. This girl has been, I don't want to just say my best friend, but my sister since we were 15. I met her when I was 15 before I even had Eric. And she has been so consistent in making sure that I'm on track. This girl is the one who would be yelling at me or cussing me out if I'm not focused on my goals. And I will forever be grateful for her. She is one of the first ones who was listening to the podcast, constantly leaves comments and tells me like, hey, you should do this and you should say this. And, and I'm just so thankful for her. She's another businesswoman and she has such a desire to impact so many lives and help people wherever they need help. And I am so thankful that she's in my corner and she's on my team. She's a God-fearing woman. And I'm just so blessed to have her. And I thank you, Giovanna, for constant care and love and jokes. Like you make me laugh when it's like, if I'm having a hard day. And I thank you for being so in sync with me.
Next shout out to list on this list of supporters is going to be my brother in Christ, Sean Gardier over here.
Oh, Sean.
Pastor Sean, as we call him. He's just continues to be I think what I appreciate the most about him outside of his support is he just continues to be a solid dude. And he's always been that way. And the fact that, you know, he gives feedback, he gives support, he listens to it, he edifies it and encourages the podcast. That's one thing, but he loves to see great people do great things. And he constantly emphasized that whenever we communicate. Brother Sean Gardier, he's the pastor at Byway Christian Center, San Jose, California. We appreciate you. We appreciate not only your support, we appreciate your tutelage, the mentorship, the friendship. And we thank you so much, the Gardier, Sean, Loriana. We appreciate you.
And I'm just so thankful for Sean because I think he's such an authentic man. Like, he is a man after God's heart. But most of all, he's from the streets, I guess, you know, he's from the hood. He understands that part of life, but he also understands the adulting that happens after the fact, right? And he's just real, and he knows the challenges and he knows the struggles, but most of all, he knows that anybody can change, and he's for the underdog, and he is such a cool guy, and he loves his family, and he is a true supporter. And so we thank you, Mr. Gardier, for all you do for us. Next person I'd like to thank is one of my dearest friends, Savannah Ramirez. Thank you so much for your constant support for the podcast, but your constant support in my growth. You remind me every day that I don't need to stop at where I'm at in life and that I have to keep going. And I thank you for being who you are and for bringing that baby into this world, because she's having a baby. And I just thank you. Thank you for believing in us.
Thank you so much, Father. We appreciate you. Next on the list is, I want to send a shout out to brother Ant Mays. Ant Mays over here. He's has been supportive of the podcast since day one. Constantly like, hey man, when that next episode gonna drop? And I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the enthusiasm, and I appreciate the fact that he's like, okay, you know, this episode here has been great, man. When part 2 coming out, I'm ready to hear it. I want to hear more of it. And that's what we love. He's just an honest and like I said, authentic. We like to use that word. There's just a level of authenticity that
because
you get
it's
from
rare
people.
to find.
It's very rare. It's rare to find that authentic person, but he's always been a solid cat. And I've known Ant since college, but he's been solid. He's a solid dude. I appreciate the fact that he not only listens and supports the podcast. I appreciate this brother's friendship. So, you know, Ant, thank you so much for listening in, being a great supporter. Can't wait to have you on the podcast one of these days.
Amen. All right. And then I just want to thank our kids. Eric, Jesse, Neo, and Gio have been they have been so supportive, and they always ask us, when is the next one? Mommy, have you done this one? Mommy, from Eric, from Neo and Gio. How many likes do you have? How many followers do you have?
Yeah.
They should be on top of the list, but I do want to take some time to just thank them, because they just make everything so much, a lot funner. Is that grammatically correct? They make everything better. And I'm so thankful to call them my sons. And Eric and Jesse try their very best to support us in any way they can. And Jesse's girlfriend has a huge following, and she's just phenomenal. Daisy, we thank you for loving our son. We thank you for being so phenomenal and so supportive and so kind and such a cool, like, she's so cool too. Like, I really appreciate her, and she is an answer to our prayers. And yeah, I just want to thank you for that.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, I got a couple more people. Shout out to brother Leon Marshall.
Leon!
We appreciate you, brother. Constantly checking in, like, hey man, you know, I love that episode. How's it going? How you guys doing? The conversations that we have. You know, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate that support. Special shout out to Professor Dorian over here at Health Gracie, Santa Clara, and San Jose, who is avid listener that we have. He appreciates it. He appreciates the fact that you have some entrepreneurs over here doing some great things, and the fact that we have our family, our kids are in there, you know, learning martial arts, Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I'm helping coach and do things like that. I just love that you can have certain people that can see you doing well, and support that and support the journey. So we appreciate you so much for that, Professor Dorian. And as well as my cousin Keisha, who's
Oh,
also an
Keisha.
amazing supporter of the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
similar to my auntie Gail. Keisha's been on it. She loves the episode. She's been
So sweet.
so supportive of it, and the
Mm-hmm.
content. And we appreciate the well wishes. We appreciate the comments that you leave. We are very blessed and thankful to be able to do this. And so, for everyone who has listened to the podcast and has left comments or send, special shout outs, we are very, very grateful and thankful and humbled to be in a
Yes.
position that we were able to share information. We were able to teach, minister, just get all this information that we have, whether it's dealing with our faith, ministry, mental health, just all these different family, just everything that encompasses what Family Unlock is. And we're just grateful to really have that support. We want to continue this journey. Like I said, this is not just a stop. This is a temporary hiatus, right?
We connect with
We
people.
connect and continue to get the podcast growing and whatnot. But
create more content.
everybody who's been on this journey with us, we're bringing you into season 2, and we want to do bigger and better things. So just make sure that you continue to go onto our social media platforms, from Instagram to Facebook, to YouTube. We're on Spotify and all these other audio platforms. Continue to be a part of it. Re-listen to it. Share with other people. Somebody who may be inspired by a word that they heard on the podcast, or heard the testimonies of people like the Triggs on there, or Kelly or Gabby. These different episodes that highlighted these individuals. It's important to be able to share that, because it could be beneficial to somebody else. So, and then feel free to be able to share the topics that you want to hear, that you're interested to hear. That's something that you said, man, I wish I would have heard in season 1, but maybe I can bring it up in season 2.
The funny thing that is, Giovanna and I were actually talking, and she commented on one of the questions, one of the polls that we had created, or I didn't, Savannah created. And she said that one of the most important topics that we had discussed that helped her was communication. And that's a big thing for Giovanna to say, because she's a good communicator, but she also, for her to say, like, I learned something from it, it's wow, because she's so good at it, right? So I just want to say, like, we have touched so many people's lives and relationships, and that is really what our sole focus was. It's never to tell anybody what to do, that this is the manual and this is the way to do it. Everybody has their different ways of living their lives, living in their marriage, or working within their marriage, and parenting is just different. How I parent is not the same as anybody else. And so we don't judge. We don't have biased opinions. We're telling you what we struggle with and what has worked for us. And our hope is that opens the line of communication for you guys to just have a conversation within yourselves and your marriage, and feel safe enough to have those conversations, right? And also to take the load off of not feeling like you have to be a therapist in your marriage, because it doesn't work like that. Nobody has the answers. The only one that can help is God, and to put him first in everything that you do is something that we want to magnify. And that is truly our hope. And it seems like it's kind of working, right?
Yeah, it's definitely working. We appreciate it. And so we, like I said, we just want to be thankful for everyone who was supportive. We want to thank all the guests that we had on, from the Triggs to, Kelly and to Gabby, talking about these specific episodes. We're grateful, truly, truly grateful that we've been in a position to be able to do this. And I'm just overwhelmed, because I know that what God has for us is more. And so I hope to be able to continue to share my journey, my wife's journey, our family's journey. And I want you guys all to be a part of this ride. You're all part of this Family Unlock nation that we have, and we want to just continue to be great lovers of family, great lovers of marriages, great lovers of faith, because there's so many people who discard faith. Faith is not a bad thing. It's, faith. If faith is a foundational thing, and we're constantly trying to build on that foundation. We're constantly trying to encourage and lift up marriages. Edify. Like, marriage is not a bad thing. And I want you to know that you can and will overcome whatever it is that you're going through. But just to know that you have a support system. Like, this is a community, it's a nation, it's whatever you want to call it. This is what this Family Unlocked community is. And so we want you to be a part of it. We want you to continue to listen, continue to look forward to what it is that we have for you. And we're doing great things through the grace of God.
Amen. And I want to say thank you to one more person, babe. I want to thank you.
Aww.
Thank you for believing in my dream of wanting to do something like this and starting our business, especially with, my private practice and all that is to come. I'm really thankful for you to constantly support my dreams and constantly support the kids' dreams and what their goals are. You are truly an amazing partner and a fantastic, oh, no, keep it PG. A fantastic
You can
man.
let them know. It's fantastic, people. It's absolutely fantastic.
You know what I'm saying? It is touched by God.
It's touched by God.
No, you are a fantastic human being. And you are my best friend. And I'm thankful that we have grown to fall even more in love with each other, but really bond in ways that, like, I can't wait to hang out with you. Like, I think about so many times I've gone on girls trips and girls time and girls this and girls that. And I don't regret any of that, but I do feel like there's times that I just can't wait to be with you. And thank you for being my safe place. Thank you for being my everything. You are not more than God, but you remind me that God does give second chances and God does have the perfect man for you.
Wow. That is amazing. Now, I'm not going to let you just go ahead and leave off like that without giving my shot. Well, I want to thank you as well for all the things that you do. But no, I mean.
And I give great wifey.
She's great wifey. Hallelujah.
I do it all, baby.
So I want to say this is because this idea of this podcast was birthed through Erika. She came up with the concept. She wanted to be able to do it, to start it. And I've been fortunate enough to be able to watch her not only do it, flourish, and dominate it. She's incredible at it. Sometimes I listen to her and it don't even sound like her. It really don't. I'm like, is that her? That's not her. But she's so great at it. And to me, it's just a preview of things to come. It's a preview of where God is leading her, the woman that he is creating her to be, the mogul he's creating her to be, the entrepreneur, the business owner, the CEO, all these things that he is creating her to be. And I'm fortunate that I can be on this journey with her, that she's my partner. I'm grateful that in those times that it feels like life is overwhelming, she's there to prompt me up, to whisper in my ear, you can do this. We got you. You're not here by yourself. And that encourages me to get up and keep going strong. And I thank her for being the mother of our children and loving them in such a way that brings tears to my eyes, to know that all four of our sons are loved by their mom, that they have a great respect for their mom, that they appreciate her and they appreciate the woman that she is. I'm grateful for her kind heart. I'm grateful for her selfless friendship. I am grateful that God has blessed me to see her through the lenses that he created her to be. It is so amazing that I get a chance to be your husband, to be your partner, to be your life mate. We celebrated 10 years of marriage. It's 11 now. 11 years of marriage that we have been together. And every day I feel like we grow stronger and stronger. So Erika, Mary Blanchard, I appreciate you. I love you. Yes, I had to bring in the full name. I appreciate you. I love you. I am grateful that God chose you to be my wife, because I knew that when he did that, you would have the strength to be able to pull this man of God that he's calling me to be. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for your understanding. And thank you for your love.
Sean Lamar. I will pull you anywhere you want me to pull.
Sean Lamar.
And I will follow you wherever you want me to go.
Okay.
Y'all
heard that. Wherever I want to go.
I'll be there.
Hey, I love it.
Well, thank you guys for listening to our final episode of season 1.
Season 1.
Season 1.
Family Unlocked.
Family Unlocked. And please drop us a line. You will see us out here in these streets. Check our social medias: Facebook, Instagram,
TikToks,
what else?
YouTubes.
YouTubes.
You can listen to
Snapchats?
us.
No, I don't know if
No,
we're on
not
Snapchat.
You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, like I said, and YouTube. Just go ahead, re-listen to these episodes. This is some good stuff in there. You don't have to just listen to it. Some meat and potatoes. I mean, you got a full meal listening to this stuff. So go back, re-listen to it,
full meal.
binge it, prepare for season 2 that's going to be coming.
And let us know if you want to be on the podcast. That would be fun. I know I have a couple girl conversations with my besties that I'm excited about. And then you have a couple of fellas that some barbershop talk. Still playing with the title, but and we'd love that. We would love to do that, sponsor some togetherness and fellowshipping, and that would be wonderful. You guys have reached out to know where we do jiu-jitsu, and that is, again,
it is Half Gracie in San Jose and Santa Clara, California. I do not have the exact address, but you can actually go online, type in Half Gracie. It's pronounced Half, but it's Ralph. It's RALPH, Gracie, GRACIE, and just type in San Jose or Santa Clara. Professor Dorian is the proprietor of that place. Feel free, come in. You can get free classes, and it's well worth it. It's one of the best things that I've done in life.
We also have a couple of connections that we do at AT&T for those who have reached out and asked us about how we're getting our business lines together. We do have a business connection there. You can connect with me to find out who it is, and it is G Rodriguez. They are the salesperson for AT&T who will help with any connection needs, whether it's business, home, office. She is there. Connect with me to ask me how you can get the greatest service. We have had such fantastic service with AT&T, thankfully, from her. So please reach out. The AT&T phone number that you can get a hold of Miss G Rodriguez is 209-420-2532. Once again, that's 209-420-2532. And that is the AT&T sales provider who can help you with all your electronic and telephone needs.
That's awesome. I think that may be it. I think that hits it.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful night, and we will see you soon. We will see you in the social media.
Peace.